All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Shemi and Shai. I want to give double honor to the apostles of great medicine that do rule well. Salutations to the men of the Hopeful and Sincere elect. There's a brother Makazar from the Trinidad camp. Just want to do a little edification, for the elect's sake. And the name of this lesson will be entitled, This Truth is Precious. All right, and what I mean by precious, like pursuing to Isaiah chapter 12, chapter 13, verse 12, it says, I will make a man more precious than fine gold. And when you look at the word precious, it means scarce. So basically, when something, when it has a small amount of something, the worth of it is very high. All right? When there's a small amount of something, the worth of it is very high. So this truth is something to hold on to. It's just like, when you have water constantly flowing through a pipe, you don't really look at water as being so precious. You leave the pipe on, when to do things that you could do with probably just one or let's say a jug of water. You might basically use a bucket of water to do it. You might have the shower on excessively for no reason, for just standing in the shower for 20 minutes when you could have been done in half that time. So when you just have water in abundance, it is not really that precious to you. But let's say you have a minimal amount. Let's say you're in a drought and all you have is about 5 liters of water. You're going to look at that 5 liters of water as gold. You're going to try to preserve that water and make it last as long as possible. And that is the same concept. You have to look at this truth. So you have to hold on to this truth because your life depends on it, just like your life depends on the water in the drought. So this truth is precious and is necessary for your life. It says Proverbs 21 verse 20 says, there is treasure to be desired and oil in the dwelling of the wise, but a foolish man spendeth it up. All right, you're gonna spend it, you're gonna waste the goods, you're gonna waste wisdom. You're gonna come. The scriptures talk about a man that that concealeth his wisdom, and also you find the truth, but yet still looking for the truth. All right, that is being a foolish man. You come into this truth, but then you're trying to go on to other doctrines. You're trying to mingle other doctrines with the truth, and then guess what? You get cast out because your mind done got confused and confuddled, and you out there you bugged out. All right, because you start believing that the apostles going off, you're doing videos against the apostles, not knowing that guess what you did was actually spent up the wisdom that you had, just like the 5 unwise virgins. So this truth have to be precious to you, just like the 5 wise virgins that kept the oil. You have to keep the oil. It says there's treasure to be desired and oil in the dwelling of the wise. The 5 foolish did not bring oil, so you have to be wise and keep the oil. Keep this knowledge. All right? Keep this knowledge. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 6 and verse 22. It says, for wisdom, because that is where the oil and the rubies are. For wisdom is according to her name, and she is not manifest unto many. So it's not many people gonna receive this. This will make this word even more precious. That only a selected few, 144,000 pursuant to Revelation chapter 14, I believe it's verse 4, was able to sing this song. Only a selected few out of over 8 billion people, all right, in the world. You are one of those selected few that receive this word. So hold on to it. Hold on to this word, because there's the best thing that could ever happen to you. Hold on to it. All right? Don't let it go. Don't let it slip. The scriptures say in Hebrews 4. All right? I believe it's in Hebrews 4. Hebrews 2. Let me see Hebrews 2 first. All right, Hebrews chapter 2 verse 1, it says, therefore we ought to give more earnest heed to the things which we have heard, lest at any time we should let them slip. Don't let this truth slip away. Give more earnest heed. This truth is precious to you. This truth is necessary for your well-being, for your salvation. So hold on to it. Don't spend it up like a fool. All right, don't waste it. All right, she's not manifest unto many. And don't let the Lord take away your candlestick. All right, this truth is precious. Hold on to that candlestick for as long as you could. The scripture says, he that endure to the end. He that endure to the end. Yes, you're gonna take you through rough parts, but guess what? It is all the scripture said. In Zion there's a cornerstone, a tried stone. Yahushua was tried. So guess what? We're gonna be tried. We have to go through that trying process. So you have to endure. He that endure to the end, the same shall be saved. All right, hold on to this precious truth. Remember, Yahushua had to die for us to receive this. So hold on tight. All right. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 3 and verse 13. It says, happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding. Because when you come into this truth, the scripture say, remember your calling, brethren. When you came into this, you were happy as hell. You were happy, you were jumping for joy. All right? For the merchandise of it is better than the merchandise of silver, and the gain thereof than fine gold. All right, so don't give up this truth to go and seek a career, a degree. Guess what? The scripture said, don't labor not to be rich. All right, I think is where is that? I think is in Proverbs 21. Also, I believe it says labor not to be rich, because riches and all those things is vain because they fly away. All right. But hey, this wisdom will remain forever once you attain unto her. All right. It says, for she is more precious than rubies, and all the things thou canst desire are not to be compared unto her. All right. Nothing can be compared unto her. So hold on to this, because your life depends on it. This word is supposed to be precious, more precious than getting gold, getting money, getting houses, getting cars and lands and women. Guess what? The word called wisdom woman, it called wisdom rubies, and called wisdom food. So all the things that a man heart desire, wisdom is above all of them and was called all of them, because to gain all of them, you need wisdom, you need this truth. The scripture said he come to give you life and to give it life more abundant. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and all these things shall be added unto you. So all these things that you find, of worth in your life, Paul said he called them dung. All right, but in the kingdom, the Lord gonna give them to you 100-fold. But right now, the most precious thing in your life is supposed to be this wisdom, not your family. All right, but this wisdom, this truth. All right, because scripture says, how knowest thou, O man, if thou shalt save thy wife? You don't know who you could save. You could only secure your own soul. Work out your salvation with fear and trembling, your own salvation. All right, that is the best we could do. As the scripture says, is your reasonable service. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 13 and verse 44. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto treasure hid in a field, the which when a man had found, he hide it, and for joy therefore goeth and sell it all that he had and buy that field. So you give up everything for that one field. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a merchantman seeking goodly pearls. So you're seeking riches, seeking to have a life. He says, and when he found one pearl of great price, went and sold all that he had and bought it. He gave up all for this truth. That is how because you realize that this truth is more precious than anything. That one pearl. All right. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a net cast into the sea and gathered of every kind, which when it is full, they threw ashore and sat down and gathered good into vessels and cast away the bad. So you cast off everything in your life that basically holding you back from gathering this truth. The scripture said, let nothing take thy crown. Don't let nothing hinder you from making it into the kingdom. Don't let nothing take this truth away from you. Just like guess what? Your woman in your ears giving you wicked counsel. Just like Job say, hey, you still speak as one of those wicked, foolish women. Say, woman, you talking foolishness. You talking shit. All right? Yahweh Hashem Yahushai rebuke thee. All right? You just continue in this faith. That woman want to go, let her go. And guess what? The Lord will give you 100 more, 1,000 more in the kingdom to come. You ain't know a woman until you have a virgin in the kingdom of heaven. All right? So don't even let the things of this flesh hold you back. Don't let the things of this flesh hold you back from making it into the kingdom and holding on and ascertaining unto this truth. All right? The final precept here. This book of 2 John, well, it was only one chapter, verse 8. It says, look to yourselves that we lose not those things which we have wrought, but that we receive a full reward. Don't lose the things that we reward. Though as Paul said in 1 Corinthians 9, after I've labored for others, I myself be a castaway. Don't lose the thing that precious unto you, but receive the full reward, the kingdom of heaven, the full reward. Don't just be an Israelite in the kingdom, be a part of the hopefully elect. May receive that full reward. It says, whoso transgresseth and abideth not in the doctrine of Mashiach hath not Yahweh. He that abideth in the doctrine, in this wisdom of Mashiach, he had both the Father and the Son. So you have to abide in this truth. You can't come out of it. You can't stop pushing this one and saying, you know what, I believe I'm an Israelite. You know, I keep my beard, I keep in the Sabbath, I'm eating unclean foods. Guess what? You playing with the Lord's pen. You have to go out there and wake up the elect. That is what the Lord called you to do. To be a soldier and to be a laborer in his vineyard. Alright? Not to be an overseer. He called you to be a laborer in his vineyard. Alright? So go out there and push this truth and hold fast until the Lord comes. Alright? Hold on to this, you know, because it is dear to you and your life depends on it. And the most precious thing in your life is this wisdom. Alright? And with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Shemi, and Shai. I want to give double honors to the apostles of great mercy and do rule well. Salutation to the men of the hopeful and sincere elect. There's your brother Makazar from Trinidad Camp saying Shalom and stay strong. Shalom.